My good sir, I see that you accompany no other than His Royal Majesty, the Red Prince. I have a message for him of quite vital importance, if you'd be so kind.
This guy doesn't look right.
Of course he'll be so kind. Speak freely, kinsman.
I look at the Red Prince skeptically and ask if he's really going to trust a stranger in a Dunedain den.
As a rule, no. In my present circumstances, very much so. Let's hear it.
He's right. Besides, this lizard looks lucid enough. What is it he wants to discuss?
Directions, my lord. I was bid to send you to none other than Bramos the Wanderer. He was waiting for you here, my prince. But...
He looks around the hazy room with hasted eyes.
The House of Shadows stirs. The Honorable Bramos sensed them closing in. He had no choice but to flee from Driftwood. A little ways east he went, in search of safety, to an encampment of paladins. You will find him there, Majesty. And with that, I have told my tale.
I turn to the Red Prince and ask if he's satisfied with what he was told.
Indeed I am. We will follow your directions. You have my thanks, kinsman.
Prince of Princes, I am humbled and grateful.
Couldn't this guy be from the House of Shadows?
He bows deeply before the Red Prince, as reverently as one would before a god.
The House of Shadows stirs. An ominous phrase. It's as if I can feel the onset of night.
Frown and say I'm used to him being more defiant than that.
Quite. But you must realize that until a short while ago, the very existence of the House of Shadows was a mystery to us. If this thing of darkness steps into the light, it must be desperate. And desperate means dangerous.
I nod and say he's quite right, but together we can overcome anything they throw at us.
You still stand by me then, despite us being targeted by such a formidable foe? That is quite admirable, I must say. Onward then. Let them strike when they may. We shall be ready for them.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
I'm curious, can Fane elaborate on the tale of how he was caught by magisters?
His eyes glitter as he stands tall to tell the story, hands waving expressively. You can see it's a story he's used to telling, one he enjoys weaving for an audience.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. A delightful little hive of scum and villainy. A few months back, I was relaxing down there after a job. Just a hint of Drudenay. You know, a hint.
Oh. Hey, Divinity. I wasn't looking at chat and I hadn't seen anyone type in a while. I'm doing pretty good.
All of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I jump up, but everyone else is just ignoring it. And then he picks up my scent. His eyes turn blue, and he leaps to pounce on me. A fury of claws and teeth. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crossbow. Nowhere to be found, and by now, the tiger's right on top of my eyeballs. So I do the only thing I can think of. I summon Afrit, my soul wolf. And now everybody reacts. Screaming, scrambling around, pelting for the stairs, drinks flying everywhere. And that pesky tiger? Nowhere to be seen. Turns out it was Drudenay messing with me. Stronger stuff than I'm used to. Also turns out some people don't appreciate spectral wolves tearing up the place. So some people called magisters on me.
I laugh and ask if there's anything else you can tell me about this under tavern.
Well, it's guarded by a grouchy-seeming dwarf named Papa Thrash. But he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists.
Turn back to what I'm doing.
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
What do you want? Boss is busy.
I'm here on business.
Good. Boss could use some good news. Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosive times. Be respectful.
Alright, I'm gonna save before I talk to these guys.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This?
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper.
I'm gonna stay quiet.
Aunt, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here. Brave lad, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
I say some, I may have some depending on what he's interested in, but there are things he might, I want to know as well.
You came into my house, bub, not the other way around.
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large red spot in its center has grown larger and wetter.
Ask him what he has in mind for the person who did that. Oh, no. I ask him how he came about that wound.
Family dispute. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy?
I smile broadly and regale the tale.
I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all?
He's got the gist of it. No, I should note he doesn't sound convinced of their cause.
Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. Haven't seen any evidence of them myself. So no, I'm not convinced.
I will say I can't blame him. For all of the Order's bluster, things are only getting worse.
We're swirling the drain. If someone doesn't plug it, we'll slip down easy as you please. So, what do you want?
I tell him I need information. I'm looking for certain powerful sorcerers.
Ah, I should have guessed. I could help you. But last I heard you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the earths would I help a worm like that?
I think my constitution's higher than all my other the intelligence or finesse, so I'll try that. Okay, persuasion successful.
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
I'm gonna ask him what he has in mind.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
Say that sounds reasonable. Where should I start?
Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell him I sent ya. and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own.
Ask if there's anything else I should know.
Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Give me a dagger. What is it? Huh.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
Hail, darling. Call me Dorothea.
She draws you in, her lips dangerously close to where your ears once were.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those who have accomplished great things. So, tell me, are you worthy of my gift?
I'm gonna insist that champions of Fort Joy Arena needs not prove their worth. No. I escaped Fort Joy. Is that the kind of worthiness she's seeking? No, I'm gonna say the arena.
Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire?
My greatest desire, how could she... No, I'm going to give the Fane response. I seek answers to questions asked aeons ago. I doubt I'm going to get it from some mortal's trumpet. No, I'm going to note that they're the eyes which are deep but lifeless. They reflect no light, and they're absorbing every ray that enters.
I see the questions scurrying through your head. It's worrying too much. And wandering too far. If you show yourself to me, I will show myself to you. You have a need. To expose it, look into my ring and tell me what you see there.
Tell her I'll do it. Who wouldn't want to see a wish granted?
Gaze into the gem, my lovely.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
So the options are a towering oak withstanding gale force winds, a symbol of strength, a quill made for a swan feather, a tool for those pursuing knowledge, a golden chest covered with ruins and overflowing with emeralds, a stately dragon, it spreads its wing and roars, such power, and a blue butterfly crawling from its chrysalis, a second chance at life. So the question is, God, I wish I had saved before I started this conversation. Whatever it is I want the first one or I want the fourth one, the symbol of strength or the symbol of power. But a towering oak that withstands gale force winds, that tells me it's armor of some kind or a shield, versus the stately dragon spreading its wings and roars, tells me it's a spell. I know the third one's just a chest with emeralds. I don't know. The fifth one's like a life resurrect, maybe. So, because I'm not sure if I want the first one or the fourth one, especially since it's talking about withstanding gale force winds, it may be something that has like armor with wind, air resistance, wind resistance. I'll go with the stately dragon.
Yes, I see you clearly now. It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the lights to drive
I picked something
away
that's a
shadow.
spell.
I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for one thing in return. A kiss.
What? How is that supposed to help either of us?
Dorothea sighs, a fusion of a kitten's purr and a cockroach's clacking.
For me to help you, our souls must touch. And a kiss brings our souls closer, does it not? It shall fulfill both your desire and mine.
Refuse. I'm gonna refuse this deal and see if I can ask it again.
She squeezes her supple lips into a narrow strip.
Unfortunate. We're finished here. You rebuffed the kiss.
Dang it. Okay. I saved actually fairly close. So I'm gonna go back, have my conversation with the dwarf again, and then I'm gonna head over there.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
I brought you up from girl.
He lifts his right arm.
This ain't who sent
So I'm skipping this conversation. We already saw it before.
Do you know they
Gonna stay quiet.
bugged?
His sneer traps.
And you better have a damn brave lad. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. You came in
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the back.
family did lucky for me. So, how'd you make it out of? Here's one I heard. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down all just been so no, I'm not convinced. We're swirling the so. What do you want? Ah, I could help you. But last I heard you was working for the
An unpleasant
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can.
He gestures.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. That ain't like Mark. And wouldn't you know it, that guy's name is Mordus. I sent a few guys. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it. No one see. Tell him I sent you.
Again, I've seen this conversation already, which is why I'm skipping through this. Normally I wouldn't do that.
I'd be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer. Well, like us, if there's something you want to.
Trying to pick the same choices I did last time. Right. Alright, so I'm gonna save, and we'll do the stupid kiss thing, whatever she is that she wants. Because we'll see if there's some negative to it that I don't necessarily want to deal with.
Hail,
She draws you.
Are you worthy of my
Yeah,
This
I'm the
is
champion.
Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest? I see the you have a need. Gaze.
She flashes. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette.
I'll say a towering oak this time.
Beam of light.
Yes. A true warrior. You desire. I will fulfill this. A kiss.
Sure, agree to a deal.
Most delicious.
Alright, let's see what the hell this is. It's probably a trap meant to attack me, but... This is also the Driftwood Arena. Oop. Just in case, I'm going to put these guys over here.
Your friends should leave.
Okay, fine. Right there.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else. Something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy.
Uh-huh.
But I'm afraid I can't bear to press my lips against such a bony caricature of a face. Get yourself masked up, and the carnality can continue.
So she wants me to put on a mask. Uh-huh. I think that's because then I'm susceptible to poison. But I'll do it.
Most excellent. This is a visage I can get on board with. Let me feel your lips on mine.
Uh-huh.
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours.
It's a trap, which we already knew, which is why we were saving before.
Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider.
I draw my weapon, I've been tricked. I'm semi-interested to see what would have happened if I just accepted that kiss. But only a little bit. What? Sneaking failed.
You thought it was over. How unfortunate for you. You see, I came prepared for the occasion.
Not prepared enough. A web of desire. Yeah, that was easy. And also, like we all thought, it was a trap. We knew it was a trap. Oh shit, no. And there we go.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in ya.
I tell him I was the champion of the arena of Fort Joy and I plan to conquer this place too.
Well,
That just may interest our current champion, Murga. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. She takes against you, there'll be no talking yourself into her good graces again.
I shrug. I don't care what Murga wants, I just want to fight.
Well, you better start caring. Without her approval, you'll be stuck spectating. On your way, then.
But gods, is there a void woken down there? Who in must be one strong force field keeping it inside?
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void woken. She exudes a powerful air of menace and an even more powerful odor of old sweat and dried blood. She spies you and glowers.
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the champion test how good your reflexes are.
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you.
I brace myself and give it everything I've got. I want to win.
She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. Crowing, she slams your hand down into the table, hard enough to draw blood.
You need to practice more, dear. Try some pull-ups before you even think about going one-on-one with me. I bested that void woken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. So, since you can't hope to beat me, what is it you want down here?
Tell her I want to fight her. I intend to become arena champion.
Ah, based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh?
I'm going to use my strength persuasion, even though the constitution persuasion is backed up by Fort Joy champion.
Murga raises one surprisingly delicate eyebrow.
Ah, go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Prove yourself worthy fighting my acolytes blindfolded. Then, I'll knock your teeth out.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done.
I tell him I've spoken with Murga and I'm ready to fight.
Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd will get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you?
I'll say I'll accept Murga's challenge. I'll fight blindfolded.
Alright, just make sure to keep the blindfold on. You take it off, you lose the challenge. Real simple. In any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you?
My nearby party members will join me. Gonna bless myself. And then I'm gonna hit this guy with Ice Fan. Oh. Okay, so if Fane's gonna have a hard time actually doing anything. Because he's partially blinded, his area of attack is really short. I thought it was weird that I couldn't tactical retreat up here, but everyone else is able to shoot me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up in melee to do anything. I don't think my wolf will be...
I'm ready. Glory is mine.
Let's charge. There we go. Can I give myself... I don't have any source points, never mind. I should have done the elemental arrows first. Ooh, shit. I just skipped my own turn. God dang it, I just freaking skipped my turn again. Because I hit the passive ice, I'm slow, I guess. Mine.
She lifts your blindfold and nudges your nose with her own, laughing.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. You drew blood. Enough to know you're alive. And you proved yourself against my little challenge. So now we will fight, you and I. Come on, show me I'm alive. Talk to the raucous one when you're ready to fight.
She winks over her shoulder at you and then disappears.
Alright, let's save before this fight.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are.
Inform him that Murga has agreed to a fight.
Oh, this'll be a scotcher. Who you taking along? You only get this one chance, so keep your wits about you.
I'll take my immediate companions. Oh, 1 second. My immediate companions will join me. Is it just her? Ooh. Gee, she had a lot of turns. I'll buff everybody. I'm gonna restore an Fane, but he's not missing any energy. It's mostly because I just don't have anything better to do. And I'll auto attack her.
Prepare yourself.
Huh.
Say, looky, a champion. Good for my belly, good for my happiness.
I advance upon the Void Woken, weapon at ready. Bull rush. Decaying Touch. I have to be careful because right now damage he's taking if Fane's taking. Elemental Arrow. I gotta pop a potion. I gotta buff everybody again.
Prepare yourself.
Just to refresh it because I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna give Ifan Fortify. I'm gonna give my guy Haste. And I'm gonna Crippling Blow the Deep Dweller. And Bull Rush him. Trying to reduce how many turns he has. I'm gonna have Armor of Frost a Fane. Gives him back more of his stuff. And then I'm going to throw down Ice right on him. I'm gonna hit myself as well, but that doesn't matter. Gonna use an all-out attack. Boom.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee, then catches himself and clears his throat.
Extraordinary, son. Just extraordinary. The spirit of the One has yet to settle, but it hovers near. It knows your great feat. I feel the glow. Ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition. Takes you to treasure, it does. And only a champ can survive that journey.
The dwarf bellows out to all within earshot.
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your gloat on and take a swig of ale. Hell, take a dozen. We'll be singing for years to come of the great human Void Slayer.
Oh. Don't want the staff. Right now the wand's looking pretty good. Ooh, that armor. I lose 10 magic armor, but that's not that important, because magic armor I restore myself anytime I'm healing. 35% of my heals restore magic armor. So I might want the breastplate instead. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I'm also getting a pair of boots. Nice. I think this is better than my other guy's chest piece. Eh, not really. What about his? Yeah, I'll keep it for a Fane. Same for him.
You're the challenger who finally defeated Murga, aren't you? Why, I'm honored.
So, someone finally took Murga down a peg or two, huh? Maybe I can put you through your paces sometime. Ha!
Alright, let's see where this leads. Okay, supposedly this place is heavily constricted with traps.
No go. Not now, at least.
That's cool that I can do that. I have to repair my gear soon. What just happened? Ooh, come back. Come back. I'm petrified. No. I can't heal myself either. No.
I need aid.
Come back. Okay. So let's do this differently. No, I want you to break the door. Okay. The smoke petrifies. That's what's going on. Ah, it happened again. No, Sir Laura died. Oh, shit. Okay. So I need to load up my save again. Okay, so I gotta figure out a way to turn off the pipes, or at least a way to avoid it, and keep Sir Laura alive.
No go. Not now, at least. No go. Not now, at least.
So I'm not sending myself through there. I'll send one of the other guys. Oh. Move, move, move. Cool. Turn. Is that it? Everything off? Everything looks off. Gold. Open this chest. Key of the One. This elaborate old key smells of iron and dust. From the gravitas it exudes, the block it pairs with must guard something very special indeed. This is my key ring. Here we go. More stuff.
This won't be of any use.
Let's see here. Grenade goes here, scroll goes here. So we need to identify the neck and the helm. Wolf aimlet with 1 retribution pyrokinetic. I don't think any of my dudes will end up wearing that. But what does the helm say? Wits, Scoundrel, Hydrophis, and Aerothage. Titled Prodigy. So I lose 1 point of intelligence, but I pick up 1 point in wits. I get a Scoundrel, which that's not that important. But I get 1 extra point in Hydrophis and get an Aerothurge. And I pick up 2 physical armor, 8 magic armor. I think it's worth it. Forgot I'm holding on to some stuff that I don't need to. So I need to remember to sell that. Alright. So I got all the stuff. So supposedly I got a quest to do business with that guy doing the flesh peddling crap. I'm not really interested in doing that, but we'll do it for the fucking quest.
Impressive. Dare say the spirit of the one stronger in you than anyone else I've seen. Even Murga.
She spits 3 bloody teeth out onto the floor beside your feet and grins crimson at you.
I truly didn't think you'd have that much fight in you. I'll win my title back, I will. But first, I'm gonna find somebody a lot nicer than you to kiss all this better.
Pretty sure I'm supposed to turn in my contract to someone here for Ifran. To the Black Bull Tavern Someone named Baran.
What would I do without you, Rose?
Weep, my friend, for Alexander the Innocent. Until killed by sorcerers, a most vile